Hello all, welcome back to Swift with Serhan. It's been a long time, I'm not posting anything on YouTube, so with the update of Xcode 26, I'm very excited to introduce you my new course regarding to animated credit card input and flipping the credit card. So what are we going to build? We are going to build an animated input for our credit card. When we enter, for example, card number, it's going to be animated and it's going to be written on the card. When we switch to card name, it's the same, month and year, for example. And when we click on CVV, in general, CVV number takes place at the back of the card. So everything will be animated, flipping the card, entering the text. So I will be covering this topic. I'm very excited to take this journey with you, and I hope you are excited too. Without further ado, let's switch to coding. But before that, I also want to mention that this course is going to be split into 2 or 3 series, so that I can explain you everything clearly. Once you start implementing, I believe you will get the clear idea. So our first step is to create a new empty project, blank or new project. So we are going to select the template as iOS application and we'll click next. The name of the application will be Payment Card BootCamp SwiftUI. Interface will be SwiftUI and the language will be Swift. If you have adjusted this, please click next and select where you would like to add your project. And as you can see, our project is ready to development. So without further ado, I would like to mention that we are going to use a custom text field for this specific example, where a user will be able to enter their card number, card name, and CVV, expiry dates, and etc. So I like being organized, so I'm gonna create a new folder for this child views actually. So let's create a new folder and name it reusable views. We are going to create a new file from the template. Okay, it's gonna be SwiftUI file, and we are going to name it as custom text field. Why are we creating this custom text field? Because we would like to add a rounded rectangle surrounded the text field actually. So what I'm trying to say is that we are going to have a rounded rectangle that will surround the our text field. Okay, so we create it. Let's preview to install, load. So it is installed, it's ready. For this specific example, I'm going to add properties, the properties that we are going to accept. It's gonna be title, it's gonna be hint, and it's going to be a binding. We are going to bind the value to our parent view, which is using this custom text field. We are going to have on change closure, where we are going to inform the parent view when the text is entered by the user actually. So we're gonna have a FocusState private var is active boolean. So these are the all properties currently that we need. Let's put them, let's add them a mark so that it will be much easier for us to follow the which part or which properties we needed. Okay, closures, also mark states. I just marked it as a state because it can be anything, like it can be focus state or any other state. That's why I have named it as a states. So without further ado, let's create our body. What are we going to have? What are we going to have? We're going to have a V stack actually, and we are going to have the alignment as leading and spacing, not content, spacing as 8. Okay, so after that we are going to place our title with the font of caption 2 with the foreground style gray. Also we are going to add our text field here with the hint, which is actually a kind of a placeholder. Text will be binded to value. We are going to have a padding, horizontal padding 15, and also one more padding, vertical 12. We're gonna have a content shape as rect, and with the background we are going to add a rounded rectangle with corner radius 10, stroke. If it is active, we are going to have a blue, and if it's not active, basically, let me fix this Turner operator, gray dot opacity 0.5, and line width is going to be 1.5, and we are going to also track our focus state, basically, which we are going to add it, which we are going to use an annotation is active for focus state. Okay, so on change, basically we are going to also inform our parent view, not on submit, sorry, on change of value. We are going to follow alt value and new value in the closure, and on change will be triggering the parent view where this custom text field has been injected. Let's remove this preview right now. This is all about our custom text field. As I said, the custom text field will be used for the input tracking by the user. Okay. Also, when it comes to on change annotation, I will explain you when the time comes why we are using it. Okay, so next step is to add our text field into our parent view. Okay, so without further ado, let's go to our content view. So as I mentioned, we are going to implement actually include the custom text field that we created here in the content view. But before that, actually we need to do one more thing. We are going to create a new models folder, and we are going to have our cart model. Okay, this is important to create before implementing the UI, because we are going to use this model to fill our model when the user enters the details. we are going to create an struct cart. We are going to import foundation. What we're gonna have is that the fields that is necessary for card payment, basically, or for the card details, which is name, card number, which is going to be a number. We are going to have CVV, month, and the year. Okay, these are the parameters right now for us that we need actually to continue our implementation. Also, we are going to have a computed property which will return us raw card number string. We are going to replace the occurrence of the number here. Number replace occurrence with the space. If the user enters space, we are going to actually replace the occurrence with the non-spacing field. Okay, so this is so good so far. And also I want to mention about why we are going to actually, why do we need the hashable. Hashable, when we create the model, hashable gives us opportunity to in the mechanism of Swift, by default it assigns an hashed value for our model. So if we have more than one card, list of cards, which is not the case actually in our scenario, in order to distinguish what change on the list actually. Okay, if you want to learn more about hashables, please visit my Medium page. You have the link in my profile, and I have written a very detailed article about the hashables. Okay, so far so good. So we are now going to create our text fields in order to receive the inputs from the user. So next step is to include custom text field in our content view. Okay, so far what we have done, we have created our custom text field. Basically, when the user is going to enter the text, we are going to assign them here to the card models variables accordingly. So as I mentioned before, we are going to have this content, actually this topic in series. In series 1 I will try to cover our custom text field implementation, which I did, the necessary model, and the implementation of the custom text field inside the content view. Okay, let's enable the preview for SwiftUI, and then we can compare what we are building actually. Okay, so let preview to build. Actually, I'm going to select any iOS device. That would be better, because Xcode will recognize that it's going to load the preview within the iPhone 17. In a nutshell, what we are gonna do is that we're gonna remove obviously the default implementation which comes from the project itself. We are gonna add spacing 15. Okay, we're gonna have this spacing 15, and let's add our first custom text field. But before that, actually we need to have the card model here. It's gonna be state private var card, and it's gonna be an empty instance at the beginning. Okay, so as I said, let's include our first custom text field and see how the preview will behave. Card number. Okay, we are gonna have the hint, which is an empty string for now, and the value is going to be cart dot number. And let's see how preview is going to act. But what do we have here? An error. Okay, we need to also implement the on change. Okay, when it is changed, actually we define the closure to track the change of the text. Okay, actually it's not in the closure, actually we are not returning a new value. Actually it's not accepting any string variable. The aim of tracking the changes is to actually replacing the occurrence, but I will be showing you why do we need this in the following steps. Okay, so this is for this purpose, and we saw that the cart number basically is now shown in the view, and when we click on the cart number to enter text, basically you can see that the border is now blue, which means actually it's first response. Okay, so without further ado, let's add our cart name as well. Custom text field. It's going to be with the title, cart name, which is actually the cart owner's name. Hint again will be an empty string. Value will be cart dot name. We are going to assign this to the name parameter of the cart, and as you can see now we have cart number and the cart name. Okay, what we're gonna have also height stack with spacing parameter 10. Okay, and here basically we are going to have the month custom text field. Again, it's gonna be title month, and hint will be empty string. Value will be cart dot month, and then we are going to listen for the changes as we did before. Next to the month we are going to have the year. Okay, so next to the month we are going to have a custom text field. Another custom text field is going to include the year. Hint, empty string. Value, we are going to assign this to the year variable, and we are going to listen the changes. So this is our height stack. As you can see, month and year side by side. Okay, so it is updating. I mean, the preview is updating. As a last field, we are going to have CVV. Okay, so after the height stack, please also include custom text field. Title is going to be CVV. Hint will be empty string. Value will be assigned to CVV, and on change will be listened for the future changes. Actually, we are going to have the we are going to listen the changes, actually, as I mentioned. So far so good. We placed our custom text fields. Okay, nothing fancy about them. We are going to cover actually separation of card number 4x4 with the name. We don't have any special case, and month and the year. We are going to also apply prefix for these fields in order to limit them for the because in the cards, when we enter a year or month, enter two digits are important. Also, we are going to include the field tracking. When the first response is card number and we are done with entering 16 digit, it's gonna jump the card name and the month and the year, and we are going to track these changes with the focus state of the SwiftUI. Okay, so far so good. These are what I wanted to mention at the first stage, and I'm going to have the second series about how to implement the prefixing logic and responder actually jumping between the text fields. I hope up to this point you could follow the tutorial and you understood everything. Maybe I mentioned before, but maybe I didn't. Here the rounded rectangle actually is providing us facility of when the text field becomes a responder, it is a blue border. That's why it's important. And as you can see, when we jump each text field, the border is blue as assigned in the custom text fields background rounded rectangle views and annotations.